In Luke chapter 9 it says, he said to them all, if anyone would come after me, he must deny himself, and take up his cross every day and follow me. Whoever wants to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for me will save it. So what good is it for a man to gain the whole world and yet lose or forfeit his very self? If there's anyone that's ashamed of me and my words, the Son of Man will be ashamed of him when he comes in glory, in the glory of the Father and the holy angels. Guys, this is the day. I know you see the song up there. Whatever you're struggling with, lay it down. I know there's probably some of you in here that think this Jesus stuff is a bunch of joke. You know what? I don't care. I was at a meeting last night. I had a brother that was speaking there that was healed of epilepsy. And there was another brother that came to the meeting who had epilepsy just to hear him. My daughter and this friend I have last night, when you go into the hospital and you have your brains cut open and your brains are hanging out and you have surgery and you don't know if you're going to live or die, who's going to save you? I don't mean to sound hard, guys, but I went to a conference last week. We had a church full of 3,000 men in the state of Wisconsin. And one guy his name was Wilfred DeJesus. And his last name is spelled Jesus, J-E-S-U-S. This is something to laugh at, yeah, but it's serious. And he walks into Starbucks and he says, what's your name? I says, well, I'll give you my last name. It's Jesus, J-E-S-U-S. Can you imagine when you're in a full Starbucks store, coffee for Jesus? What a way to open the door. But it's not something to laugh at. It's really serious. If there's something in your way and you want to come to God, whether it's an addiction, whether it's pornography, whether it's drugs, whether it's food, whatever it is, alcohol, lay it down. Today's a day. Today. God didn't say tomorrow. God didn't say yesterday. He says today is the day of salvation. If you will heed his voice and listen to him. A little later on today, Brother Mike is going to be preaching. And when he's done, we're going to give you the chance to come forward. And if you haven't given your life to Christ, man, you don't know what you're missing. It may be cold outside, but it can be so warm in your heart that the cold ain't even going to faze you. I've preached enough, so let's sing. Just try to lay it down, guys. Give it to God. It would take me forever to tell you my story. But I'll do it. Hey, I come from acid head to glorifying God. You know, I should have been gone. I should have been dead. I've lost a lot of my friends. A lot of my friends are dead. A lot of my friends are gone. My father's dead. He drank himself to death. Right after my wife and I got married. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm preaching too much. I'm going to leave that to Brother Mike and do the singing. Hey, each of our souls seems too close. Too many treasures to be lost in our hearts. And the standard of living is way too high. Happiness is something we can't find no matter how we try. But we gotta try. You gotta lay it all down if it's in the way. Doesn't really matter what they're going to say. You listen too long to the world, it'll turn you around. Yeah, give it all off and just pass away, 'cause there's just no future living for today. So Lord is calling my soul, and gotta lay it on down. Would never start to believe that we are the ones that must achieve our own dreams. But you lose a dream and you'll find the truth. Without God there's just no use, no matter how we try. So we gotta try, yeah, to lay it on down if it's in the way. 'Cause it doesn't really matter what they're going to say. 'Cause if you listen too long to the world, gotta get it on, just pass away.